You know what the world needs? What does it need, Jordan in a bright red shirt? It needs Mario horror games. Is that a thing? It's a thing.
Oh my! Well, this is a thing of beauty, isn't it? Super Mario World Call of Cthulhu. Or just Call of Cthulhu, I guess. A horror-themed ROM hack of Super Mario World hooked on Lovecraftian lore, complete with tricky platforming, awesome visuals, impressive weird little puzzles, and a beautiful unexpected touch of quiet, dark atmosphere. How is it I've never heard of this before? I used to play ROM hacks all the time when I was a little kid. Or at least I tried to play them. I wouldn't get very far because ROM hacks are made for masochistic people, and Satan for his relaxing days off. Believe it or not, I actually heard about Call of Cthulhu from a YouTube video by Connor the Waffle. He made this great little list of the top 10 Mario fan games and ROM hacks on his channel. And I was pleasantly surprised watching it because when I clicked on that video, I didn't expect to see any games I hadn't already found before. But my, is the internet full of surprises. If you by any chance watched my Psycho Waluigi and MFGG video, then you already know I used to make Mario fan games. I used to play them all the time, and I was a small part of the community back when the internet was young and weird. But before Mario fan games, there were ROM hacks. And ROM hacks are another story. ROM hacks are made simply by opening up and tinkering with the ROM file of any classic game of your choice. There are all kinds of them lying around the web, and I guess I should have assumed horror theme hacks would be a thing. I mean, after all, there are horror themed Mario games aside from this already. There's Mario.exe, there's Luigi Insanity. Hell, there's even an RPG Maker one, Mario the Music Box. Oh god, it sounds like Luigi's finally lost his mind. He's tired of being second rate. You've done it now, Mario!
But see, these are all actually horror games. They're meant to scare you, strictly, even though they all have Mario in them. But this little ROM hack, Call of Cthulhu, however, it's a little bit different. It's not really scary, it's just dark, strange, and atmospheric. And it's awesome.
So Call of Cthulhu basically has you platforming your way towards the lost city of Relay, where the great unfathomable alien creature known as Cthulhu sleeps, and Koopas that look like this walk around. It seems Mario has some beef with Cthulhu in this game, but I'm not sure why. Maybe the dark cult that worships Cthulhu kidnapped Princess Peach or something. I don't know, it's hard to tell. The story is presented really vaguely, which I actually like a lot. It's cool for a ROM hack to even have a story, let alone dialogue, and this game has just the perfect tiny little bit of it. Come, come, come. Mario is asleep now, yet he feels completely awake. Shoggoth. Inside city. You go not near it. It pulls you inside it. God, Lovecraft shit. This is all I need in life. Although Call of Cthulhu is a ROM hack, luckily it isn't exactly a hard one. It's difficult, but it's not impossible like most ROM hacks are. In fact, this is actually one of the only ROM hacks I can ever remember playing where I legitimately could stop and take my time to enjoy the atmosphere. And the atmosphere is awesome. The music is taken from other games like Castlevania, Twilight Princess, and Cave Story, but the tracks that were chosen fit perfectly well. What's really great, though, are the visuals. For adorable 16-bit Mario graphics, the visuals are splendid. They capture the feeling of dark cosmic horror in H.P. Lovecraft perfectly. Like, look at that dark sun. Look at those tentacles. Look at that strange, impossible architecture. If you're familiar at all with Lovecraft's writing, you'll love the things you see in this game. Even the level names make me grin. Inner Relay, Tomb, Non-Euclidean Path, Chaotic Nightscapes. You know, honestly, this isn't even that much darker than anything Nintendo's already done with Mario. I mean, hell, in Super Paper Mario, Mario has to save the world from a dark interdimensional king consumed by nihilism and emptiness, who wants to erase the fabric of reality and plunge the universe into a black, endless void. Plus, there's stuff like this in it.
Nintendo likes existential horror. It's good for the family.
I think the best thing about this ROM hack though, and what really impresses me the most, is the creativity of the gameplay. I know this plays just like any old Mario game on the outside, but on the inside, it's a lot more surreal than that. A lot of effort was put into making the platforming puzzling and strange. Like, first of all, every single level is different, and every single level functions different too. In one level, for instance, the top and bottom ends of the screen are connected, and you can fall through to get from one place to another. In another level, the foreground and background are connected, but you have to hit a switch to be able to hop from one layer to another. One part that really amazed me in this game was this level, where separate platforms are actually scrolling at different parallaxing speeds. I have no idea how this was programmed, but it's amazing. Especially because it fits into the Lovecraft theme perfectly. See, H.P. Lovecraft would write a lot in his stories about things that don't make sense. About worlds that are impossible to understand. Ideas so confusing they would drive the human mind mad to behold. So this kind of stuff is awesome. If I did have to complain about one thing in the game, and I guess there is one little thing I don't like, it would be the way it ends. At the end of the game, you get to fight Cthulhu. I think it's dumb that you get to fight Cthulhu. I also think it's dumb that you get to kill him. Cthulhu's like this immortal being who's supposed to be gigantic and incomprehensible to the human eye. And here he's just this little thing floating around. I don't know. He could have been at least like a giant wall boss where you only see a small fraction of his face take up the screen, or something cooler than this. But whatever, I'm just nitpicking. All in all, Super Mario Call of Cthulhu is a wonderful ROM hack. It made me happy, it made me grin, it wins.
Hey, can I have your red shirt? No.